Hi friends, it's September in Michigan, which means it is time for the very last Allegan Flea Market of the season. That also means that we're gonna get some Michigan weather and it's gonna be really rainy and a little chilly. And going to the flea market was a soggy time, that's for sure, but it was worth it. Let's go to the flea market and then at the end of the video, I will show you what I got. All right, friends, let's experience a rainy flea market day together. I always go when it rains because I still find great deals and I'm not afraid of a little rain. Do you go to flea markets when it rains? On rainy days, I bring an umbrella, I wear a hat, a rain jacket, hoodie, and rain boots. I normally visit the back of the flea market first, but this time I went to the buildings. My Instagram friends Susan and Joanne told me that they would have lots of vintage Christmas items, so I definitely had to stop there first. I found a bunch of great stuff, and I'll show you at the end what I bought from them. Then I left the buildings to get to the outdoor portion of the market, and there was way less booths than normal. It looked like a ghost town, but I visited the handful of booths that were there and still found some treasures. Let's go through the rest of the flea market together. Now that I'm all warm and dry from the flea market, let's take a look at my haul. So at this booth, I bought two things. First up is this vintage jar of glitter for Christmas. I love the Atomic Star label on it. I don't know, the glitter's really pretty. It looks like snow. I'm definitely gonna decorate with it. I don't plan on using the glitter. What do I have wrapped here? But the most beautiful Christmas tree topper. It is so gorgeous. It's hot pink with pretty little silver glittery designs. This was mixed in with a bunch of vintage Christmas ornaments, and she said all her vintage Christmas ornaments were $2 a piece. And because this one was mixed in, I picked it up and just verified, is this $2 also? And she said yes. And the tree toppers are normally quite a bit more expensive than the regular ornaments, so I'm super excited that I got this for cheap. I actually have vintage Christmas tree toppers featured in my blog post on valuable Christmas items that are vintage, so I will link that blog post below so you can see the other items that I have listed. I had another glass Christmas tree topper that I put on my aluminum tree, and last year it broke and I glued it back together, and now it just sits in its box on display. I had to find a new one to replace it, and luck would have it, I found it this time. In total for both items, I spent $3. I found this poor, sad, lonely Halloween mask on a table in the rain. It was soaking wet, but it was only $2.50, and I figured it would dry pretty well, and it definitely did, and $2.50 is a great deal. And I also bought this little snowman candle for $2. Next, I found this shoebox, and it is full of vintage orange Christmas ornaments. I never find orange Christmas ornaments. I am going to put this out for Halloween, and these ornaments are gonna go on this tree. I have these like cheesy new ornaments. I found them at an estate sale, but they're not vintage. I feel like they're too small for the tree. There's not enough impact on here, and I think this is gonna create a lot of impact and be really, really festive. And after I bought them, I noticed something was written on the shoebox. It says living room ornaments, orange Christmas bulbs from Marion Day. Like Marion Day is capitalized, like it's like a holiday. Really worn out, but Marilyn puts them up every year to remind Marilyn of her mother, Marion. How sweet is that? So I'm excited to have these ornaments and put them up, and I will also put them up in memory of Marion. Next up was a personal splurge. This is the most beautiful autumn colored thermos that I've ever seen. I have this same thermos, but it's shorter. It's in this design and it's green, and I love it. It's my favorite thermos that I have. I normally buy thermoses at thrift stores for like, you know, $2 to $5. This one was $15, which is still a really good deal on thermoses in general, but just a little high for what I normally pay. But when I saw it, it sparked so much joy for me. I knew exactly where I could put it in my house. I had to have it. And I've learned over the years that when you see something in a flea market that really, really makes you happy, you gotta spring for it and buy it. I gave them a 20, and so I was waiting on them to give me change back. And while I was waiting, I picked up these cute little bow pins. I love the packaging. And it was a man and woman. I'm assuming they were a husband and wife. They were like a middle-aged couple. And so I asked the woman how much they were, and she said I could have them for free, and I could have this Christmas ribbon too, which was so nice. And the guy that was with her said, those were my mom's. What is up with this time? I'm getting people's stuff from their moms. But I told him that I would treasure these, and I will put them out this Christmas in honor of her. So I paid $15 for that thermos, but I got those 2 Christmas bonus items for free. So I feel like that was a good deal. Let me know if you think it was a good deal or if you think I overpaid for that thermos. The next up was a booth that was right next door, and that was a really cheap booth. I got some tins. So I got this really cute mint colored one, and then this circus peanut one. These tins are all $1 a piece. I got 3 of these in-flight punch cans. I love the graphics on them. I love the color. I love that there's an airplane, and I like how small they are. I'm gonna use them in the summer, and then I can stack little things on top. I also got this pretty orange nectar bottle. I'm a sucker for bottles, I can't help it. And then lastly at that booth, I got this cool pamphlet from the 1964 to 1965 New York World Fair. I have had an obsession with the New York World Fair for the past few years now. It's the year that Walt Disney unveiled his It's a Small World ride and the Carousel of Progress at this expo. And then he transported the rides to Disneyland. And I love anything vintage Disney. Also, the year 1964 is my absolute favorite year. It was the year my house was built. And in the pamphlet, it's in color, which is extra special and kind of rare because a lot of things on the inside of books will be black and white, but this has the most vibrant retro illustrations. Oh, it's so cute. This was $5. I had to get it. In total for the tins and the cans, the bottle, and this pamphlet, I paid $11. And lastly, it's time for the grand finale. what I bought at Joanna and Susan's booth. Their booth is phenomenal. I hope they're there every year. So if you go to Allegan, you have to check them out. Their stuff is so kitschy cute. Like this. Oh, look at this tinsel garland. Look at the vibrant colors. I love it. I love that there's pink in here. I'm not even gonna take this apart. I'm gonna display this just as is. So I'm gonna tell you the prices of these items, but they did give me a bundle deal, so this was marked $5. Then I got this beautiful wrapping paper. There's little girls on it around the Christmas tree. I love vintage wrapping paper. I make artwork with them, and then I also take like Amazon shipping boxes and I'll wrap them with vintage wrapping paper and then put them under the tree. I love the graphics on this, and this is marked $6. I got this wind chime with this adorable kitschy Santa on it. It says peace on earth, goodwill to men. I love the little Christmas village on here, and my Oma and Opa had a Christmas wind chime too, so it's really extra special to have something like this in my house. Then I am a Putz House addict. I got this one for $5. I think that's a pretty good deal. I got this wrapping paper. Again, I love that it has pink in it. I paid $3 for this one. Then I got these pumpkin plates. They're so cool. I love that they're paper. I'm gonna display them like on the backs of like my hutches and the backs of my bookcases to add color. And it's cool that they're paper because when I put plates on the back of stuff, they're always rattling together. So I like that they're paper and nothing will break. Then randomly, I bought one dress from them. It is the most beautiful shade of mint green. I'm guessing it's 70s because it's a long maxi, and I think it's polyester. I have no clue if it fits. There wasn't a fitting room nearby, so I took a gamble. It was $10, so I'm gonna try it on and see if it fits. Oh my word, this dress fits me perfectly. I took a chance on it because it has stretchy material, and that really worked out. I didn't even really need the extra stretch. It fits me just right. I can't wait to wear this with like a Christmas apron for photo shoots, and also it has spring goddess vibes. Definitely worth $10. Then I bought these flower looms. I love the really pretty flowers you can make with these. And I have this Afghan that is all daisies put together. I shared it on my blanket tour. It's a collection of all my blankets. I made a YouTube video for it. I will link that. And I'm guessing that my daisy blanket was made using this. I paid $4 for it. I bought these Christmas bags. They remind me of trick-or-treat bags for Halloween, but they're for Christmas. I might stand them up and put an LED candlestick in them. That sounds very nostalgic. Or I'll put them on a garland and hang them somewhere. I think they were $1 a piece or 50 cents a piece, I can't remember. Then I found these ballet dancer cake toppers. They hold candles on the top. I've seen these on Instagram before, and they're always loose, but these are in the original package. So I love the package as is. I love that they're all pre-standing, because if they were out of the package, I would have to figure out how to make them stand. So I'm just gonna keep them just like this and display it this way. I paid $5 for them. Then I got 2 Christmas books. Can you tell that I'm obsessed with the color mint? I think it's so pretty, and it's a cute play on green in Christmas. It doesn't have to be the evergreen color. And the reason I love mint green so much is because my aunt always makes these Christmas cookies, and they're butter cookies, and she does this beautiful pastel frosting, and it's always pastel green like this mint color and pastel pink. And I started carrying over that tradition of making the butter cookies, so I make the pastel frosting. And wouldn't you know, at that booth, they had a book for butter cookies, which are by far the most nostalgic part of my Christmas. So I had to get this book, and I love how colorful it is. I love the cute jar full of cookies. I'm definitely gonna display this in my kitchen this year. I bought this pack of icicles. Again, I love that it is pink. I think I'm gonna incorporate a little bit of pink this year into my Christmas decor. I paid $2 for this. Oh, and I think I paid $2 or $3 a piece for those Christmas books. So for everything that I bought at Susan and Joanne's booth, I think it all came out to $53, and right away she offered, how about $45, which was a super nice deal, and also very nice that she immediately offered a barter, which not a lot of vendors do. I thought that was really sweet of her. So I paid $45 for everything, which was by far the most money I spent in Allegan. In total, I spent $88.50. So basically half of everything I spent was at their booth. What was your favorite item that I bought? What would you have bought if you were at the flea market? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for coming along to this rainy flea market. Bye, friends.